Today in the Texas Tribune Weekend Insider. Texas Planned Parenthood advocates have been outspoken about the hits they've taken from Republican state lawmakers in the last year, from massive cuts to family planning financing to a new abortion sonogram law and being excluded from a Medicaid health program for poor women. One way they're fighting back, a long-awaited merger of 3 regional Planned Parenthood branches into a 26-clinic mega-organization. Then Ross Ramsey explains the dangers of high expectations. In the case of Texas U.S. Senate candidate Ted Cruz, the level of expectation is high for him to place well in November. Will this expectation help or hurt his chances at future races?
Planned Parenthood has been very outspoken around the state on the hits that they've taken in the last year. They have been hit with big budget cuts by the legislature. They are being forced out of a state-federal program, the women's health program. They've also been hit with this abortion sonogram law that has been challenging to them. What they haven't been as vocal about is a very big merger that is taking place. Basically 3 Planned Parenthood branches in Dallas, in Waco, and in Central Texas, here in Austin. These 3 Planned Parenthood organizations are merging into one giant parent organization. It's going to be about a $29 million annual organization spanning 58,000 square miles in Texas. And basically, the reasoning behind it, what they're saying publicly, is that this is a good way to cut costs, this is a good way to make us more efficient, to make us a leaner organization, to be able to react quicker when, different measures pass that we need to respond to. Privately, what they're saying is this is a way for us to really fight back against the legislature, to fight back against Republican lawmakers who are putting a lot of these new rules into effect. It really connects them to the powerhouse fundraisers in Dallas, in North Texas, who might be able to help, keep some of these smaller clinics in poorer areas afloat. They also think, just from a lobbying standpoint, this is going to make them a stronger group, a stronger, advocacy arm of Planned Parenthood nationally. The real question is whether this is slowly the beginning or slowly the end. I think what we're going to see more and more is that Planned Parenthood is going to start forming these mergers more often. Any state where Planned Parenthood really feels under attack, I think this is a logical next step.
The danger of expectations is that if people expect you to lose and you lose, it doesn't really cost you anything, and you may live to run again. If people expect you to win or to perform well, if you don't perform at their level of expectation, they might not back you next time. So the problem for someone like Ted Cruz, he's an easy example. The problem is that expectations are high for him, and he's running against an established lieutenant governor, so if he doesn't finish first, people will say, well, he was running against an established lieutenant governor. But if someone comes in like Cruz and they're supposed to be a superstar, you better finish second. If you do finish second, you might be viable for a race in 2014. People might say, well, I backed him before, he did okay against that lieutenant governor, I'll back him again. If he doesn't finish second, if he finishes third or even fourth, people are going to say, maybe he wasn't a superstar after all, and it becomes difficult to run the next time. Ted Cruz is just an example of this. If you're the star on the baseball team and you hit the home run when you're supposed to, that's great. But if you're the guy who's supposed to hit that home run, if you're a candidate who's supposed to win a race or to perform at a certain level and you don't, then you raise questions about whether you're really that good of a candidate for future races, and it can hurt you down the line.